All right, we are back. So we're talking about shitty movies. Dad moms, yeah. Not shitty movies, but our movies in review. And I just say that I fucking hated that movie. I don't find any of it. That's just ridiculous.
Right.
The whole premise of it was, and I like stupid movies.
Yeah.
I watched Get Smart Again.
That is a funny movie.
Fucking great.
I like it when he's in the bathroom and he like shoots the thing through his foot.
His nose.
Was his nose or his ear?
Both. At the end of it, he was just like a pincushion. It was great. I fucking loved it. I Love You, Man. Fucking great.
That's
movie.
a great movie.
Hall Pass. I watched Hall Pass.
Oh my god.
Fucking Hall Pass was so great. And that is like, not. Or This Is 40. They're both like movies where
I haven't seen This Is 40.
Oh, you haven't seen This Is 40?
I don't
This Is
think.
40 is so dirty.
Who's in it?
Paul Rudd's in it, I believe. I haven't seen it in a while.
Maybe I have.
It's one of those movies I'm like, I need to watch
I love
again.
Paul Rudd.
But I remember Steph rented it, and it was like me and Chad, her, Karina, and a couple of her.
When did it come out?
See, it was years ago.
Well, but like a few
2012.
or like,
it was before Jameson was born. I
I
know that.
love Paul Rudd, so I may have actually seen it.
But I remember, like, me and Chad lost the movie vote, and we're like, oh, we're gonna have to watch this like rom-com. But it was so dirty.
Really?
Like, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe how many times I've heard cocksucker. You know, like.
You know, speaking of
But
Steve
hold
Carell.
on, just my point, real quick, is like, those are more accurate movies of how
Right.
relationships and how it's not always just the man that fucks up.
Knocked Up. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
But speaking of Steve Carell, 40-Year-Old Virgin, love that movie.
Oh, it's one of the greatest.
Love that
One
movie.
of the greatest. Up there with, like, Anchorman.
Yes.
And Blades, I watched Blades of Fury. Blades of Glory,
yes.
Blades of Glory.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Balls of Fury, Blades of Glory.
Right.
Both great movies.
I liked Blades of Glory more than Balls of Fury.
Really? I didn't. I like Balls of Fury more.
I don't like the main actor as much as
The
I
fat
like.
guy?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
I don't know.
I can picture him, but I don't know his
Right.
name. I thought he was pretty funny. I really liked that movie.
I just don't like him as much as I like, you know.
Yeah.
Another
Dodgeball's a good one, too.
Dodgeball's a good movie. Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I also saw Batman vs Superman again recently.
So funny story about that.
Yeah.
When I was in Florida with my family, it was just me and my dad up. It was like Saturday night, a couple nights before I left, and he's like, "Oh, well, you want to watch a movie?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "Well, what do you want to watch?" And he has can't remember what it's called, but you can just like watch any movies for free. Some of them are free, some of you buy. It's not like Amazon. I haven't seen this one before, but Batman vs Superman was on there. I haven't seen that. He's like, me either. Well,
It's on HBO, so it's probably the provider.
Yeah, and I was like, well, do you want to watch that? He's like, yeah, sure. I was like, sweet. I was pumped up. Get about 5 minutes over. I look, he's passed out, snoring. I'm like, are you serious? So I stayed up and watched the movie. It's really good.
See,
I really liked
watched it one time, and I watched it on,
I don't know how I feel about Ben Affleck, though.
what was our thing?
To be honest.
That we were watching free movies on.
Rainierland?
Rainierland. I watched on Rainierland, and I didn't like it.
Really?
But it had shitty quality.
Oh, see, that makes or breaks a movie for me.
It really did, especially with that one, because
And
you
I
couldn't
really-
see half the shit.
Well, that's the thing about Batman movies. A lot of it's dark. Because, like, he operates a lot at night, so...
Well, and like, when I watched it again, it made sense who Wonder Woman was.
Oh, see, I still don't get that.
She was that girl that took the information from Bruce Wayne.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong,
Because I thought that was funny at the
but
end.
I'm like 90% sure that's who she was.
Because I thought that was funny at the end when it was like,
Is
is she friends with you? Like, no, I thought she was with you.
I'm pretty sure that's who she was.
That would make sense.
And yeah, I couldn't tell at all.
Oh, she was hot, though.
Oh, she was
Oh my
pretty
God.
hot. Yeah, any chick in a Wonder Woman.
Yeah, well...
One of the best Halloween parties I was at, there was this hot chick in a Wonder Woman costume. It really sucked because this was like, I was married, and it was at my wife's parents' thing.
Oh.
But she wasn't related.
Oh,
You know, she
okay.
was just like a friend.
Yeah, sure.
And she was like dancing around and like her titty popped out.
Oh,
I was like,
yes.
this is awesome. And like, I mean, it was, you know, the Wonder Woman ass cut thing.
Nice.
Right up.
Let's go. Right
But like,
up.
I couldn't look. I couldn't do anything.
Right.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for mentioning that.
Your family's just gonna be like, God damn it.
I'm glad they don't listen. I'm really glad most of them
me
don't.
too. That's like the only reason I don't post this stuff on Facebook is because so much of it is like family.
I know.
Like really religious family. So I want to post it because I have a few friends on there, which I've gotten a few people to subscribe.
Oh, nice.
Or at least they said they would. But like I've sent them links and stuff. They said they subscribed, so that's cool. But no,
Our subscribers are going up.
Yeah, I'd love to post it on there, but I know that like my mom and dad, even if I told them they'd listen to it to be supportive, I'd be like, no, really, you don't have to, please.
Don't.
I
Yeah.
just want to put just family, please don't. Listen.
I don't know how many times I've told my parents, and I don't believe they do. They're very habitual. They've got these like certain patterns they go by.
I respect that.
And they will not get out of, like, they won't for fucking anything, really. I've been telling them, speaking of movies, I've been talking about like all these different movies. Hell or High Water. Great fucking movie.
It is.
I was telling my dad, like, you would really like that. Or Band of Brothers. This is how far
so
my dad is behind.
Oh my god.
I don't think
He just saw
I
it?
don't believe. No, he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh.
I don't believe he's even seen Saving Private Ryan yet.
I think I have Band of Brothers somewhere at home.
But, well, and he had, I hooked him up with, like, a package where he could watch it and whatever whenever he wanted to. Never got around to it. Because it didn't fall in line with his routine, which is, and my parents have a immaculate, clean house and everything's decorated, and they're, because from, like, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., even though they're retired now, they retired early in life.
Yeah.
Clean house, take care of your lawn, do all that shit for like 8 hours a day. Then you have dinner, you watch your programs, and then you get drunk and listen to music. They've done that for, oh yeah.
I didn't have him pegged as like the super drinking type.
Oh yeah. They'll,
Really?
my mom's all about beer. My dad's a whiskey and.
Really? Your mom likes beer?
Yeah.
I mean, not to sound sexist, but usually women
It's
don't
the
like
other
beer.
Yeah, I know. She loves the beer.
Ah. So those ones in the fridge are hers.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I wasn't joking.
Nice.
And my dad's a whiskey and ginger ale.
That's a pretty good mix, actually. I don't know if you
Yeah.
ever tried it, but I don't really like whiskey, but that makes it bearable.
You go to my parents at like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. They're bombed.
I can't say that I ever have a reason to be there that late, but if I'm there, hey guys.
But my point is, they have these habits, and they've done them ever since I was. They didn't. Well, I'd say probably 15.
Really?
Yeah.
About the age where you can kind of take care of yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think you can take care of yourself at like 10, but.
Well, yeah. As much as you need to. I mean, if they're like drunk at 7 a.m.
But that's the thing. No, it
Right,
doesn't
yeah.
fall in the line, But yeah, like, they won't even watch new movies, new anything, because of.
It's funny. I'm surprised you got them to watch Hacksaw Ridge.
Didn't happen.
Really?
Fell out of.
What did you, the other night you were asking about action films you could watch. What did you end up watching?
Batman vs Superman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was looking for something. You were giving me stuff like, almost like you didn't know who I was.
Oh, really?
Because you're like Deadpool. Well, fucking we watched Deadpool
Well,
together.
okay, in my defense, I was with that girl.
Oh.
And, like, I was kind of paying attention, but also kind of not. And actually, both of those suggestions were hers.
Oh.
And so...
But, like, because Cody and I have had these conversations where, like... Hold on a second. Sorry about that. We had, like, a little power outage or something. It was weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Whatever. We're back. No, like, I was referring to, like... And there again, like, listeners may not know about this, but we all, like, we have a typical movie we kind of like to watch, and Cody's always telling me, you need to watch more action movies, you need to watch more, and I'm like, well, give me some that aren't stupid, because, like, I think the Fast and Furious movies are retarded, and I'm not down for that, and, whatever, so I'd asked him, and you're like, Deadpool, like, dude,
And Blazing Saddles.
And Blazing Saddles, like, that's a comedy, for one, that's not
Right,
action.
yeah.
And, I've seen Deadpool. It's
Right.
a great movie. It's also more of a comedy.
It is.
I meant, like, I don't know, like, Mission Impossible or something,
See, I didn't think you'd like Mission Impossible.
Well, that's what I'm trying. I don't know if I will like that one, but I was just saying like that.
What about the Bourne movies?
Are they good? I heard the newest one sucked.
The newest one did suck, but the other ones I really liked. That's what I thought was interesting, because, like, even that couple we talked to that one day, They're like, oh no, this was the best one. They had just seen it. They're like, oh, this is the best one yet. And I was like, oh, really? That's good, because I really like the porn
I thought they
movies.
said it sucked.
No, they loved it.
Oh.
And that's why I was disappointed, because I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I went to see it, like, either that night, I think it was that night that I was going is what brought it up. And
Yeah.
it sucked. I hated it. But the other ones, I really like.
See, I definitely heard that.
But no, I was just a little distracted, so I apologize for that.
You should, because I was looking for your input.
I know, I let you down.
So what's up with this girl anyway?
Well, as of right now, it's just kind of in limbo, talking kind of deal. There's kind of just some stuff going on in the background, but
Is it worth it?
what do you mean?
Like, is it just pussy?
No.
Or
no.
is she pretty cool?
No, she's pretty cool. This is actually something that I'm kind of trying to turn into something.
Oh.
Which at the rate it's going, it will eventually. So,
It's about time, I think.
Yeah.
You've sat on the pine for a while.
Yeah.
As long as she doesn't change you.
No. No, she's actually really cool.
Yeah, you become one of those guys that you never see him because he's just with his girlfriend all the time.
No, definitely not. I mean, that didn't happen with the last one. I was actually here more than I was with her, so...
But she liked it that way, though.
No. Well, in the last year, yeah, because we weren't really getting along. But, no, this is definitely an endeavor that I'm working on, so... I mean, we both feel the same way, so...
It's a hard, position to find. Hey, try this real quick.
Okay.
We're just trying the microbrew. It's called Lonely Comet. Microbrew vape. So,
It's pretty good.
that's better than I thought it was.
It is.
Completely derailed the show, but I was like, man, that's actually good. Sorry.
No, but,
No, I always hate that friend. That, like,
I know.
And then, like, the woman breaks up with him, and he, like, comes back,
Right.
all, you know, hat in
man.
hand, you know?
Right.
Then you're just like, fuck you.
No, one of my best friends is getting married soon, and that was actually happening for a little while, and I called him on his shit. I was like, hey, bud, check this out. Don't be that guy. And that fixed it, pretty much. It didn't take a lot, but...
And I mean, yeah.
I mean, I
as
understand,
the friend,
kind
you're
of.
like, okay, we can't hang out all the time. I get that.
Right.
But
Never?
yeah.
No, that's definitely not going to happen.
Well, it can, for one.
It can, but...
Not
I've
really.
never been that...
Not with the way things are going off the air with us. We're getting married. No.
Surprise! We're having a baby.
No, with our current jobs and stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
it can.
We sadly will see each other probably every day.
You're right.
It'd be a good thing.
It will.
Be great.
We can bond more.
Yes, exactly.
We can suck dick every day.
Every day.
No, I like to think that I've never been that kind of guy. I really don't think that I have.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, you knew me when I was in the longest relationship of my life, and that I don't think I did.
No.
Tried not to.
No.
So I don't.
No,
I don't think it'll happen this
it'll
time
be
either.
fine.
No, this is definitely more than. Or actually, it's funny because we met through one of my classes, and
She went to class with you?
we had a class together. Yeah, this last semester. I mean, it's over now. My last class was yesterday, but starting off, like beginning of the semester, I was definitely just trying to get it in.
Oh, yeah?
And then we kind of talked a little bit here and there, and then we talked more and more because she's really kind of antisocial, so it's kind of hard to. But no, just like in the last month or so, we've become really good friends and stuff, and then in the last couple of weeks, it's kind of progressed more.
You're just slowly working your...
Honestly, it wasn't. I didn't expect that to happen. To be totally honest, it
Well,
kind of
that's
hit me by
the-
surprise.
I mean, that's the way most of them work out.
yeah, I
guess.
know, but no, I mean it's.
There's very few, like, moments when you see somebody or you know someone, and you're like, that's the girl I'm going to marry.
Well, yeah,
I actually did that with Steph, though, which is weird.
really.
Yeah,
That's good.
kind of.
Right.
No. Like, all my friends are like, I don't know about that. Like, it was years before we even, like, got married or whatever.
That's interesting.
At a band practice, and basically it was like an abandoned, shitty house, and she was working at Dairy Queen, and I'd go up there to go get something to drink or whatever. We knew each other way before.
Right.
But yeah, like I hadn't seen her in forever.
Yeah.
Since then, but
it's cool.
it was all right. I mean, I miss the shitty house. That was great.
I bet.
And it was like all falling apart and shit. But like on the inside, it was really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like one of those like, yeah, you drive by it and be like, good lord, what kind of meth people live there? And then, like you go in and it's like beautiful like carpets on the floor, big ass TV. There was like a wall of like DVDs and animes and shit. And then the back was just like nothing but like high tech instrument equipment.
That's so cool.
Like, yeah.
That's awesome.
It was the coolest place to hang.
That sounds so cool.
I at the time, I was dating my high school sweetheart, and she graduated. And, like, I don't know, a couple hours before she graduated, like, before she walked, we went to band practice, and, like, I smoked up. And they were like, I still had, like, a couple hours, so it was like, we put on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nice.
And I was just getting stoned. And, like, I woke up and it was, like, 9 o'clock. Oh. I was like...
You missed it?
I completely missed it. She was so pissed.
Oh, my God, I bet.
And I was like, I played that whole, like, oh, I was there.
Right.
I just left. But, yeah, no. We do have some other news to discuss. As you keep, you keep holding on to the hope, I guess, or maybe it's more of like you're just grasping as the person falls, you know, off of like a large building, and you're trying to grab the hand.
Sure.
As you keep saying, we still have President Obama.
Yeah.
And I'm already saying President Trump. Sadly.
I'm not. I'm hanging on to Obama as long as I can.
I don't blame you.
I just.
But anyway, our president-elect has put Linda McMahon as a small business administration advisor or whatever. Really? Like, it's not
Honestly,
even a joke anymore. That's the sad thing.
Oh, I know. And like the CEO of WWE.
Yeah. Sorry if anyone didn't know that. Yeah, she's the CEO of WWE.
Are you kidding me? Right now? Like, really?
Like, to run, for one, a place that was notoriously bad to their employees.
Yeah.
I mean...
And also, it was fake. Like, I'm sorry if you really like WWE.
They got fucked up, though.
Well, yeah.
And a lot of them kill themselves. I mean, they have, the shortest... Yeah. No, like, it's better to be a UFC fighter where it's real than it is to be a W... I don't know about now, but it was, anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. That's a person in power. She ran for Senate in Pennsylvania twice and lost.
Seth MacFarlane put on Twitter, he was like, I'm just waiting for Trump to elect Beastman and Trapjaw to the cabinet now. Like, honestly, though.
No, and like, who was it that's, Secretary of...
Defense?
No, that's Mad Dog.
I was gonna say...
whatever.
Mattis,
yeah. Fuck boy. Homeland Security, I believe.
Okay.
A lot of people, there's like...
it?
I can't remember his name at the moment.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, you look it up, because I can't remember. Like, it's in my... It's like one of those names that, like, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it just keeps running as my voice is trying to say the name.
What's the title?
Homeland Security Advisor, or Security of Homeland Security, something like that.
Advisor. That's
Advisor.
Mohammed Alibiari?
No.
No,
there's no one in Trump's
That's
named
Barack
Muhammad.
Obama.
Right.
Lisa Monaco? The current Homeland Security Advisor is Lisa Monaco.
Right. But no, that's the current.
Appointed by Trump. I'll type that in. How about...
Or Secretary of Defense.
John Kelly? John Kelly. Retired General John Kelly is Trump's pick for Homeland Security Secretary.
Look for Secretary of Defense. No.
Secretary of Defense is Mattis.
Right. Who the fuck am I thinking of? But it's not Kelly. I don't believe it's Kelly. Maybe it is now that I think about it.
I mean, that's what it says here, is that John Kelly.
God, it didn't seem like it was that easy of a name. I don't know. I'm talking in circles now. His name is like Colin or something. Or I don't know.
Kaepernick?
Kaepernick.
By the way.
But anyway, There's like 52 different organizations that are asking Trump to get rid of this guy.
Who? The Homeland Security guy?
Yeah, I believe it's...
Really?
Now I'm not sure. Now I'm wondering if it's... So I thought his name was Khan.
Con.
Like C-O-N-N.
Well, let's work with that. Let's see what I can find. How about? I mean, no promises, but...
Right.
Sorry for the silence. I'm
Yeah, we're just trying
Googling it right
and
now.
I'm trying to remember. Damn it. And it makes us look really retarded because
Bannon? Stephen Bannon?
No, not Bannon. Bannon's also a fucking...
Linda McCann?
You know fucking...
McMahon?
That's McMahon.
How do you say her name?
McMahon.
Oh, wow, that looks so much different when you read it.
I know, reading is a new concept here.
Shut up.
But you know Steve Bannon, I mean, he's Breitbart.
Right.
Fucking racist douche.
Oh.
Can I... Does that have the appointed?
Yeah, CT senators decry Trump's appointment of Stephen Bannon. Do you don't know the position?
Not off the top of my head. Let me see real quick.
Oh, hey, I have an idea. Let me see this real quick.
Hold on. Nope.
I have an idea. Let me see it.
Hold on.
Let
I'm
the
just trying to figure out the way to...
genius work. Apologize for the awkward silence, by the way. But this is apparently really on his mind.
It really is. You had, like... Well, I know.
Oh,
Are you alright?
my butt hurts. Not gonna lie. I'm getting old.
And the thing is, I know there's, like, a lot of people who are just, like, yelling at the... It's blah, blah, blah.
Right, yeah. I'm sorry we can't hear you.
I wish we could. Because we do not look...
Not very professional right
No,
now.
not at all.
See, that's what I was just gonna look up, like, newly appointed people by Trump.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I was gonna do.
And he's not in here.
Really?
I think because it hasn't been... Fuck, I don't know.
That John Kelly thing was pretty recent, though, I thought. Sounded like.
Maybe that's the guy.
Maybe you're just thinking of someone else.
Maybe I'm just thinking of a different name. I know that the Scott Pruitt guy, the EPA, he's highly... Like, he's a climate denier. So
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure.
Let's just pander to our own side.
Right.
You know, and that seems to be the way all of the people that he's picking are. Speaking of John, real quick.
John Glenn?
Yeah, John Glenn died.
Which is really crappy.
I mean, it is.
I mean, that sucks. Like, we lost a hero.
He was like 95.
Yeah, he was an old fart. What did he die from? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't think it says.
Do you really need something to die from at that age, though? Like,
Yeah.
people are like, well, he was 95. What did he die from? Like, he was old. He just stopped. I mean, a cold could take you out at that age, honestly.
No, it really could. It must be Kelly. I don't know, but he's basically a known racist. Sorry.
Well, he was a Marine, so somehow that
Whoa, come on.
doesn't surprise
come on.
me.
There's a lot of upstanding, non-racist Marines.
Are there?
Majority
Are there?
are probably non-racist. It doesn't matter. The point is, it's just like, we really almost are living like idiocracy.
Oh, I know.
But without Terry Crews. I fucking wish it was Terry Crews. If it was Terry Crews, I would be so happy.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, this is great. I fucking love this guy. You know, but... no, the John Glenn thing, I have no idea what he died of. No idea. But 95 in Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude saw the... Which is, I think, one of the funny, takeaways is John Glenn versus the moon. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
It was, was that on 30 Rock? I feel like it was.
It was on something like that.
Were you having these attacks at the moon? But yeah, no. I want to know what makes someone like Linda McMahon, capable to to handle all small business affairs in America.
Right.
Because as far as I can think, nothing.
Yeah. Like, what? What has she ever done? And you know, the thing that irritates me is none of them have any experience. Trump doesn't. McMahon doesn't. Any political...
No. I mean, some of his picks do.
So, right, yeah.
I mean, it's just it's the type we don't want. Like, his whole cabinet is filling up with, like, some very scary people.
Yeah, I know.
And yet, for some reason, and I don't know if you're on this, and I don't know if I've even talked to you about this, but for some reason I feel like this isn't going to last. I don't know why.
What do you mean?
I just don't think Trump's going to be president very long. And I don't know why I feel that way.
Like, he'll be assassinated, or
he'll
drop out?
Die of a heart attack.
He's old.
He's fat, too.
Yeah, he's not in good shape.
Something. I feel like...
Really?
Or he'll get impeached. Something will come out. I mean, you can't do what he does. Well, maybe you can. Maybe my problem is I just can't stand society anymore, where you can just say whatever you want and be it not fact, and then just, whatever.
Right, yeah.
I said it, so what?
Right.
Which he does all the time. I mean, like, dude, the fucking, you know, the plane, Air Force Ones, and the Boeing contract that he canceled?
Yeah.
Well, it says he canceled. He can't cancel it.
Right.
Because he said they spent $4 billion on 3 planes, or 2 planes, whatever. But the guy, the guy running the contract for Boeing is like, I don't know where he's getting that number. That number is highly inaccurate.
Nice.
Which is great. Like,
right.
But, you know, or he said, in Indiana, one of his big things was, I'm going to keep the jobs that are from courier, whatever, going to Mexico. And he's like, I saved 1,100 jobs, which there was 1,400 to begin with. And he only ended up saving like 800, but he says 1,100. You know, like, but it's okay. We just believe, you know, whatever he says, we'll go with it.
Right, yeah.
Which is bullshit.
You want to know something funny, by the way?
Huh.
That I meant to actually run by. This was like a week ago I saw this. One of my relatives, my dad, shared something on Facebook about how millennials complain about not having a job or living with their parents, and they should just go out and get one. The economy's the best it's been in years.
Yeah, no problem.
This is the same guy who constantly posts how Obama's ruining our economy.
I know.
And I almost commented on that. Like, okay, literally, I kid you not, his last post was, quote-unquote, attempting to debug why Obama was such a good president. He had, like, these stats or whatever.
But, yeah, no, unemployment has
and then the
been
next post
super low.
was about how, the economy is the best it's been in years. Really? It has? I wonder why. Probably because the 8 years we've had a president who's been competent and knows what he's doing. That was the other thing he said. Unemployment's the lowest it's been. Yeah.
Just true.
That's what I've been telling you. Because of our president.
Right.
So...
You know, yeah, but no. Well, that's not Obama though.
Right, no, it's Bush.
Yeah, it's blowback from Bush.
Right.
Or it's what we call pre-Trump.
Right.
It's
yeah.
like pre-cum.
Right. Yeah.
But with Trump.
Right.
Where you just see like a little wig pop out of a dick hole.
Right. Yeah. I just don't understand that.
No, you get that all over. Like,
know.
Everyone spins shit in their own.
But you know, the more I was thinking about it, I think liberals won this election. And here's why. Trump is, for all intents and purposes, pretty liberal for a Republican when you think about it.
But look at the picks he's picking.
But
That's
also,
what makes me nervous.
How much he's not going to do. All this stuff a lot of the things I was kind of worried about.
No, you're right.
He's not going to do.
Backtracking.
So he's kind of screwing the people that voted for him.
Oh, completely.
So part of me is kind of like, well, we kind of won on this a little bit.
I mean, we had been better with Hillary.
I agree.
But yeah, no, it just didn't turn out as bad, you know. And I still like the fact that if nothing else, we get to be the shitbags that like kick down everything and just like look what your fucking president did.
Right? Yeah.
Fuck your you know.
Ours upped export and import of oil, other goods. Unemployment's the lowest it's been in years, maybe ever. Same with the economy being at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Your president-elect, when he got in, the Dow dropped lower than it was in the Great Depression.
Yeah.
What does that say?
No, exactly.
And if he doesn't do anything stupid to till about summer, we may be all right. But if he does, we're screwed.
But you can't even fucking stay off Twitter, which I love, by the way.
Right.
His tweets are so fucking stupid.
Oh my god.
But
I still love the Fidel Castro thing. Like, you are the president-elect. You should say something, even if it's just like, he wasn't a great man, but condolences to the country. Whatever.
Right, something.
Literally, all he said was, Fidel Castro was dead! ! Really? Is this this the standard that people are holding him to? Because if so, we're even more screwed as a country.
I like his other ones, like the ones to the Courier people, about, like, I can't remember exactly what his whole point was, but basically, like, he saved 1,100 jobs, and, what was it? I saved 1,100 jobs, they need to respect me, period, and then reduce dues, exclamation mark. Like, he leaves, like, this one sentence, or not even a sentence, but, like, a word afterwards, you know?
Right.
Like, at the end of it, just to, like, further hit his home.
Well, and I told you about the jobs in India, right?
Yeah.
About that post that my cousin shared about how, I said, well, I'm going to make America great again. We're going to keep jobs here. And then the next thing was, Trump negotiates to keep 1,100 jobs in India.
In India.
And then below that, it says, make America great again. Like, they were for Trump in this. I'm like, how is this helping your purpose at all? What is the point here? Because you're saying he's going to keep jobs in America, but he just kept 1,000 of them in India.
I mean, it's probably jobs we wouldn't want, let's be honest.
Right, I mean...
Or couldn't do.
Yeah.
See, that's the one thing we kind of forget is we couldn't, like, your tech calls and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think most Americans could really handle that.
Right.
We don't fucking know.
And they always complain about illegals taking jobs. They aren't taking jobs.
We're giving them.
I tell you
jobs.
what, you go and show me one job of America's that they quote unquote took, and then tell me if you want to do it. Yeah. Tell me you want to go out to the vineyard and pick grapes. Tell me that you want to work on a hot tin roof all day just to get barely by and barely support what family you have.
Exactly.
You seriously go there, work that job for a week, and tell me you want to keep doing it, and then complain about them taking the jobs.
Exactly.
Seriously.
There's that whole great piece on Vice about Kentucky.
Yep. Exactly.
And just watch it because you'll get more than what I'm saying.
Are we thinking of the same one with the chicken farm? Or
no, this one was
maybe that was
watermelons.
Oh yeah, see the one I was thinking of was in it wasn't Vice, but it was a documentary about all the illegals working down. I kind of want to. I know it was one of those southern states. It was Mississippi, I think. And they're one of the biggest chicken producers of the world the country. Sorry. And it's all illegal, but like nobody wants to do their job. How the companies are screwing them. Bad.
Oh, bad.
And like there were a couple people they interviewed. They went with them to because they can't pay him a paycheck, so they pay him outside the job. And like he shorted them like thousands of dollars, and like, I mean, they couldn't get by.
And for the most part, like the one I saw on Vice was after 2012 when it was basically like a death sentence to be caught and being illegal. And so there was no one to pick the fruit. And we had like the worst harvest because most of that shit just died. They tried to hire people. No one wanted to do it. People wanted more money. They couldn't work as hard. All that shit.
And I'm guilty of it.
And I don't understand, like, why aren't we ready, if we are a superior country, why aren't we ready to take the reins at being, like, not doing the backbreaking labor? Like,
and I'm guilty of it, I kind of poke fun and I'm like, Mexicans working on a house, they'll get it done in a couple days. But it's true, they're such hard workers.
But they will. They're the greatest.
And you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to work construction. I don't want to work out in the hot sun all day.
I've done it in my youth. It's fucking shitty.
It's awful.
I don't know.
I did it on a pig farm, and I did it for 2 weeks, and it was the worst 2 weeks of my life.
I did it for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and it's
horrible.
And you have guys in like their 60s and 70s that are from Mexico that are fucking handled, and it's like, they're in better shape than I am.
And you think, I mean, it's either gonna happen that, if they can't do the job, then it's either not gonna get done, or we're gonna have to pick up the slack.
Yeah,
and that Americans aren't gonna pick up the slack.
No.
So I mean, I wouldn't.
No,
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't do it.
I've got a somewhat cushy job. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, no, exactly. Right, exactly. So I'm not gonna pick up the slack, which 90% of America is probably in that same group. No. So it's not gonna get done.
Or if we do, the price of all those things is gonna skyrocket.
Exactly.
And that's what we don't want to talk about either.
Right.
Anyway, I think that's it for us today. We will try to be back tomorrow. I know we got to do some stuff on sports and whatnot. There's some really big stuff that actually happened this last weekend we need to get to as far as football.
Okay.
But anyway, thanks a lot for listening to us. Have a good one.